out, so we're waiting.
Well, keep on waiting.
No, the timer went out.
Oh, it did?
We're waiting.
Didn't it have a little buffalo going back and forth?
I didn't see it. If it did,
Oh.
I don't see it now. It just says waiting now for you.
Good evening, everybody.
Let's see if this actually works.
Well, I didn't schedule it. Well, I did, but.
Yeah, we're live.
How is everyone tonight? Got a very special guest coming up here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Fireball, how are you? Michelle, how are you? Lee Bart, how are you? Private Eye for Freedom, hello. So our guest comes on at 9:30 tonight. Until then, we're just going to have a little open discussion. We lost one of our subscribers last week. Moderator and subscriber. Her name was Tammy Cooper Stinnett. So everybody hold her and her family in your prayers. She was only, what, 54? 53. Hello, Brenda. Cindy Horn, hello. Lisa McNeely, hello. Gigi Tush, hello. Yeah. Thank you guys for Miss Tammy.
Lee Bart says my real name is Leela. People think I'm a guy.
Leela. I remember that, Leela. Christopher, how are you? Brenda, hello. Thank you. Yeah, she was only 53. I know lately she's been going through a lot of medical issues. I was saddened to hear about it the next day. Her daughter said that they talked about us all the time, so that's good to know. Identify as a clown prince. Bad puns. Mustang Sally, hello. So like I said in my description, guys, I do have a lot of events coming up. One will probably be next weekend. So go hit up that Give Send Go. Get at www.givesendgo.com/Buffaloman11. It'll be a good one too, I promise you. Hello. Kenny's Mustangs. Carrie's Mustangs. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller too. I gotta look at it closely sometimes. All right. Let's see here. Wanted to go over a few things. You guys go check out my webpage at www.buffaloman11.com. Go to links and you'll find my link to our Telegram, all my social medias, and everything. So go check it out.
I will put the link to the page.
Let's see, we got about 12 more minutes before our guest arrives. So what mods I got? I got Caroni. Hey, Plumber B, how are you, brother?
Crystal will be a little late. Oh,
there's Crystal. Hey, Crystal, thanks for coming.
Only a couple minutes. She's good.
Also, go subscribe to my Rumble at Buffaloman11. Rumble.com/Buffaloman11. Who knows how long I'll survive on Facebook? So YouTube. Sorry. You just gotta go rumble.com.
I know, but I have your link, so I'll right here already.
You're not late, Crystal. Our guests will be here at 9:30. So we're just going over a few things. We said our goodbyes to Tammy. There's the Rumble, guys. Go follow Rumble. 19 likes and 83 in chat. Let's go, guys. Yes, let's get those likes up.
Yeah. You already lost your TikTok. Who knows how long?
Yeah. I've done lost my TikTok. I only had it a couple weeks and I already got lifetime ban because I was putting up those Antifa videos.
They didn't like it.
Hey, Fireman, how are you?
Big A, by the way.
Nice to. Oh, baby, got you. Oh, okay. Thanks, Rosebud. Definitely be seeing you guys a lot in the coming months and days.
Are they being shadowed still? Are they still doing that?
Yeah, they'll get over here shortly.
Yeah, it's still going on. Well, at least it's still there.
I guess you guys have already probably heard about the elections plenty of times. We did win the House. Sorry, I'm just getting everything ready.
You get sent home Buffaloman11.
Yep.
About Coconelli too.
Lisa, right now I'm not gonna say, but it's not near me. It's like kind of far away, but we're still gonna end up going. I will definitely let you know though.
There's one that the weekend of Thanksgiving that we might be looking at. In Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah. So next weekend. Yeah, next weekend we do got one. There's one in Virginia Beach, Virginia that we're looking at.
We want to go check it out.
We just want to. It doesn't really say if it's 18 and over or if it's kids involved. So we're gonna check that one out. We're gonna bring the live stream gear and everything. Hey, Freedom Nurse Scooter. So next weekend it will be Virginia Beach. Was that on a Friday? Yeah, next Friday night. So yep, there's one of them.
It's the Friday after Thanksgiving.
And then Saturday there's one.
Saturday's the one in Raleigh. So it's the same event. We want to check out this.
And then next Saturday we'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina, at an event. And then the next weekend, the big one, is kind of far away, but we're gonna get there.
Sandy Way said we got the house.
Yes, North Carolina, Proud Boy in the house. Thank you guys for coming by. You guys are great people.
Buckeye.
Love meeting you guys.
You see Lady Buckeye?
Hey, Lady Buckeye, welcome back. Utah in the house. Are you beachside in the house?
He said, beachside.
Oh, beachside.
East side.
All right, guys. We got
about. Ask how your mom is.
My mom's doing good, guys. She did, like I said, she had to go in the hospital last week again for another round of chemo. She is back home. She said she's doing good. Great. Yeah. When I see her, she's fine. She's starting to walk around the house a little bit. So thank you for asking. What's up? 1, 2. Talking to each other.
Yeah.
All right, guys. A few more minutes. They will be in. What's that? Yeah, I sent them the link. Yep. All right. So let me. What do you guys think about the FTX crypto scam that involved all the Democrats and FTX? And the guy's still not in jail. He's down in Hawaii, hiding out, which they don't plan on going after him. But maybe once the Republicans take over the House, maybe we will. right there. Bang for a buck. Tom Brady could be liable for crypto endorsement, attorney warns.
Did you see Aruba's in there?
Oh, Ruba?
Yeah, she's in here.
Hey, Ruba. Welcome, welcome. We'll have our guest down here right around 9:30.
Former Beast. I had a few randoms. Yeah.
Yeah. Then yesterday, the news was all about, Russia bombed Poland. Russia bombed Poland. Well, now they find out it was actually a bomb from the other country. So Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Ukrainian missile.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
Prominent Democrat voices support for border wall. Diesel hits record premium over gas, oil.
Freeman said you listen to the news, Jamie.
Yeah, no, I read the news. Sorry, I don't watch the news.
Research.
We research it, yeah. Definitely don't watch it. Usually I get my news from like X22 Report or, that's the Patriot News. Faith and Country, how are you?
We don't watch the news hardly.
Yeah, I don't watch the mainstream media, trust me. Never.
We do our own research.
I like Alex Jones. I like X22 Report. Did anyone hear that they fired Nancy Pelosi? Well, they're supposed to, so let's get her out. Let's get her out.
Wyoming girl.
Wyoming girl, how are you? Missed you. Still thinking about coming out there. Hang out with those buffaloes and bisons. 19 flags last night at Mar-a-Lago. Yes.
Yeah, we watched live streams of that actually, instead of watching what was on TV after this. Well, before and after the speech.
North Carolina, one of the 7 states that is going to get hit bad over diesel. Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to get hit hard over diesel. Once that comes, the gas is going to be the same way. They've been taking all that gas out of the Federal Reserve or the Strategic Reserve, and that's getting pretty close to being depleted. All right. Should be coming in any minute.
So, yeah, I guess they took her gravel this evening. Her gavel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gravel, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we don't watch much TV or the news either. Usually I just research it on my phone or, definitely don't watch the mainstream media. No way possible. Everything you watch is like garbage.
Sandy said, miss you guys, Sandy White.
Yeah, we miss you too, Sandy. Got a lot of big things coming up, guys. So stand by and enjoy the show. Enjoy. I know January we're going to probably go up to DC for I'm a stock market guy somewhat, and that's very corrupt now too. And I think we're going to go up to the SEC in Washington D.C. and protest out there too on January 28th. So that'd be another down the road thing. Probably have hundreds and thousands of people out there at each location. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, you ready? Not sure how much mining I've been doing. They're killing me. I may be listening to the stream, so that's fine. That's fine. All right, guys, you ready? My guest is here. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for the invite.
Oh yeah, anytime. I like to put good people up here. Let's see.
I like your background.
Oh yeah, thank you. I like yours too.
Great minds.
All right. Let's see. Crystal, you said down. All right, so we'll get a bunch of questions here in a little bit. Do you want to start off by introduce maybe yourself, and then
Sure.
what your organization is?
Sure. So my name is Ragnar Dennis Gjold. I'm the president of the Cape Fear chapter of the Proud Boys, Cape Fear area of North Carolina.
Awesome. That's a good thing. You guys are good people. I met you guys out at Sanford at that last drag brunch. I know we got a lot more coming up here in the near future.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm going to one.
It got wild.
Oh yeah. I know I'm going to one in Virginia Beach, Virginia next weekend, and then the one in Raleigh the day after.
Okay.
And then I'll probably go see your other crew up the following Saturday. So looking forward to that. Everybody's saying welcome. A lot of these people love you guys too.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for tuning in and supporting this, man.
Yeah, I know it's very quiet.
Well, that's because you don't want feedback.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go in here.
All right. So, do you want to explain what a Proud Boy is?
Yeah. So, a Proud Boy. Then this is our kind of credo. We're Western chauvinists who refuse to apologize for creating the modern world, and we have a set of tenets that we operate by within the club, and we go by these principles. The mainly being that the West is the best. That's the biggest thing. So what does that mean? The West is the best. Well, it means that Western culture based on Judeo-Christian values, and the beginning with really the Magna Carta and going from there, Western democracy. We as a constitutional republic, these nations are the best nations, and they're what everybody should strive for, and what everybody who is within these nations right now should be working to protect. And that's one of the things that we were doing when we first met you, Buffalo Man.
Yep. Awesome. Since I did meet you guys, I've put you on my live stream a lot, and I've got a lot of questions like, how can we join the Proud Boys? You want to let them know how to join the Proud Boys?
Well, we don't want to make it too easy.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
the big thing about one of the more difficult things, one of the first tests, if you will, is you need to find us. So my chapter in particular doesn't make it that difficult. We have a Telegram channel. I believe it's I'm going off of memory here, but it's t.me / Cape Fear NC Proud Boys. Or maybe it's just the Cape Fear Proud Boys. I don't have my card in front of me.
Yeah, I also have it up on my webpage at www.buffaloman11.com. You go to links and you'll see the Cape Fear Proud Boys sign right there. Just click on that. It'll take you right to the Telegram.
So what we post on our channel, on our Telegram channel, is information, some local or not local, local things that are going on in the world today, and commentary, funny memes, good stuff like that. It's just a really good fun content. We work really hard on it, and we put a lot of time into it. We will I believe it's actually pinned right at the top of that channel, is the way to contact us. We have an email that you can contact us. You can find it easily enough, and you can contact us if you're wanting to get started, and if you're wanting to prospect to join the group, join the club. Even if you're not in our area, the Cape Fear, North Carolina area, we can direct you to the area where you would, to the closest chapter to you.
Awesome.
So we have decentralized in a big way, especially since January 6th. It's definitely proven to us that it's been for the better. It's worked out a lot better that way. Chapters operate autonomously on their own, with just the basic tenets that bind us together. So
Awesome. Thank you so much. We did have a question. I've been hearing this a lot too, and I know you guys hear it a lot too. They want to know why you wear all those clothes on your face and stuff like that. I've heard a lot of people when we were at Sanford. So just explain it to them. I know why, and we deal with that too.
Sure.
But you let them know.
It's funny. It's funny because whenever we step out, that's the one thing that everybody they just cannot get over is, why are you wearing masks? Why are you all covered up? There's this thing called doxing. And if you don't know about doxing, you should probably get out of the cave, get yourself a smartphone or a computer with internet access, and go ahead and log on. And figure that out. Like, doxing is basically the most powerful tool for Antifa and the radical left against people like us, and patriots and people who are active in their communities. So what is doxing? What they'll do is they'll identify you by your face or a name or anything like that. They'll find out where you work. They'll find out where you live. They'll find out where your wife or husband works. They'll find out where your family works and lives. They'll have people, and this has happened thousands and thousands of times. It's happened hundreds of times just to men in our club, where people will go to their home. They'll tear up their home. They'll vandalize their cars, their homes, spray paint, all of this stuff. They'll call their work. They'll call 911 and have them swatted. They'll call their work and have just a flood of Antifa, because, most of these leftists, they're all communists, they don't work. They don't believe in the value of work. And so they've got all this downtime that they can just do nothing but pester people and flood their employers' phone lines with, oh, do you know this person's a white supremacist? And you hear that 100, you hear that 50 or 100 times in a day. You have to pay heed to it. So a lot of times employers are pushed to fire their employee just because of the social pressure that's coming down on them. So to avoid that, we all are family men. We have families, we have jobs, we have careers, we own businesses. And so we choose to do this. The vast majority of us choose to do this so that we don't have to worry for the safety of our families and our careers and our children.
Yep, we definitely know what doxing is. We got the same people that we have a Patriot group we've been doing the whole summer, and we met some crazy people that's been harassing us and chasing us down and doxing us, and it's ridiculous. It's
no doubt.
But let's see. All right. Let's see. Just trying to read some of these comments. Let's see. Is there any? Do you guys have any like donation sites anybody can go to donate to your group?
That's a great question. We do not take donations. We don't like getting involved with money. We're not funded. We're completely any man that shows up and what he has with what he has, he bought. Anywhere we show up, each individual man has paid his way to get there. It's all coming out of our pockets, and none of us are rich. Most of us aren't rich.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so we don't accept donations. We appreciate it. We suggest that people donate to charities and wherever they see fit. But we're good,
Awesome. All right.
and we do pretty well with what we have to work with. I think as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Question is there a chapter in every state?
There's, let me see, let me think. There are, I'm gonna say yes. There may be a couple of the New England states or smaller states somewhere that there's not chapters, but we do cover the entire U.S. We're international as well. But no matter what state you live in, no matter what area you live in, there's a chapter nearby. We're everywhere.
All right. Let's see. Does he have a site on? You guys don't have a YouTube site, correct? Probably.
No. YouTube. Yeah, that went bye-bye for us a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I've been there, done that. I'm probably on my last strike coming up, but we use Rumble in the backup too. So
True that. God bless them.
what about here in Houston, Texas? Yeah, all you gotta do is send them an email. You can reach them at Cape Fear NC Reapers at protonmail.com. So it's Cape Fear NC Reapers at protonmail.com.
Yeah, there's a whole mess of chapters in Texas, as you would imagine.
Let's see. Question is, there's Proud Girls. There's a good question. Question is, there Proud Girls is just for men?
Proud Boys is a men's group. It's a men's club, and it always will be. There will never be women admitted to the Proud Boys. Sorry, ladies, you get everything else. But no, there is no Proud Girls. There's but you know, it doesn't have to be under our moniker. We work with women all the time. There are women in activism groups in our local areas and stuff that we work with all the time. So it doesn't have to have the Proud Boys name on it to be a good quality activism group. Get out there and find one. Find the one that works for you, ladies. And yeah. And we'll link up with you, I'm sure, at some point.
Faith and Country says, how long have the Proud Boys been around? Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, Proud Boys got started in 2016, so we're still a new club compared to, the Knights of Columbus. 2016, we were started by a man, by a comedian named, I guess he's a comedian. Most would say he's a failed comedian. He's a personality named Gavin McInnes. He founded the club to try and get one of his producers, I think it was, on his show. He did a show with a comedian named Anthony Cumia. He was on his network, and he was trying to get a guy a girlfriend. Maybe not a girlfriend, maybe a girlfriend for a night, if you will. And he just saw what's happening in this low testosterone male environment in the society today. And he said, well, let's do something about it. Let's make a men's club. It's going to be a men's drinking club with this set of rules and whatnot. And that's where it started in New York City. And then his friends who Ann Coulter was a big one. There was several others. I can't, I'm kind of blanking on some of them, but these political pundits going out and going to their speaking events, and Antifa was on the rise, and they would make these death threats and whatnot. And he said, well, hey, me and my boys will go down there and we'll just like watch the door for her when she comes in. And then the Proud Boys. So the Proud Boys have been doing activism. The Proud Boys have been doing protest activism, marches, all sorts of stuff like that. We're happy warriors, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing that since the beginning, for sure.
All right. Let's see here. Just went to the foot. All right. So what kind of stuff do you do in your area or your state? I know I met you at a protest for underage children, being at that. But what other kind of things do you do, and why?
Sure.
Why did you pick the Sanford thing? Which made the most sense.
So first of all, you know, one of a fun way to put it that we say a lot is we're a drinking club with a patriotism problem. All right.
Yeah.
So we're a men's drinking club. That's how it started. That's how it all started. Guys getting together, supporting each other, just having a good time, kicking back and being guys among guys, and not having to worry about, you know, someone's girlfriend looking, you know, this guy looking at her wrong, and all of this stuff. It was just a male space for men to go. So the patriotism problem. Like I said, we've been doing activism from the very start. And what we do is we're trying to maintain the Western culture, okay? In the spirit of Western chauvinism, if you will. That being Western chauvinism being a fancy way of saying the West is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And Western culture is the best. So anything that flies in the face of that is something that we take notice of and that we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you know, people can have differences of opinion, and that's totally fine. One of the things here the main thing lately that has taken up our attention and our ire, if you will, is these drag shows.
Mm-hmm.
Drag shows were always kind of a thing with transvestites. If I don't know, can you still say transvestites, cross dressers? Can you say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you can say this week.
No, go ahead.
But these people would be in nightclubs, and they'd be in strip clubs, and they'd be in late night bars, and it was like like a funny kind of weird kinky thing. Lots of promiscuous. There's a lot of promiscuous sex attached to drag. There's a lot of drug use that's attached to drag. And so, of course, if you're over 18, you're your own person. You can make your own decisions for yourself. But what the problem is when you start involving children in that, it's child abuse. It's
Mm-hmm.
absolute child abuse. And one of the things that people tell me a lot of times, the people that like to yell at us, and once they're done asking, "Oh, why do you wear a mask in public?" They come to, why do you care what people do with their own kids? Aren't you guys for like freedom and freedom of speech and whatnot? Like, absolutely. Absolutely. What would you do if a child was locked in a car on a summer day?
Yeah. Break the window.
Walk. Oh, no. You'd walk right past, because obviously that parent made that decision for that child, right? Yeah, no. You'd
Mm-hmm.
break the window.
Yes, exactly.
And you'd get the kid out, and then, you know, depending on, you know, how good of a person you are, how much restraint you have, you may or may not, you know, take your frustration out on the parent when they got back. So this is where we're at with this. This is child abuse. It's
Yeah.
absolutely state sanctioned child abuse. And it's not state sanctioned for long, because the more we open up the windows and shine a light, well, sunlight's the best disinfectant. And so the more we open the windows and we shine a light on this degeneracy and this child abuse, the more likely we will get some positive legislation to where to ban it, and police action against these people that are abusing these kids. So it's happening all over the place. I heard just today that Texas has a bill on the floor to regard drag events as explicitly sexual events, which is what they are. That's all we want them to do. If you can't take a kid into a strip club,
Yeah.
Exactly. But you can take a kid into a bar or a library where there is a man who's dressed like a promiscuous woman.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that's another thing that I think nobody really talks about. This is it. You wouldn't take your kid to a minstrel show, in the early 1900s, when white people dressed up in blackface and they rubbed blackface all over their faces, and then they hooped and hollered around on stage as a caricature of what they perceived black people were like, and they called it minstrel shows. How is this not a minstrel show? These instead of white people putting on blackface, it's men putting on woman face. They make themselves up to look not like women. I've never seen a woman like these freaking drag performers. They're looking like a caricature of what a man thinks a woman who making herself up would look like. They're putting on woman face, and it's disgusting. And it should be, every woman who sees it should be absolutely horribly offended.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is. I mean, there's no way you could defend that. But again, if that's what you want to do, it's a free country. Just don't do it to your kids. Don't drag your kids into it.
Yep. Like I told all the people, if there wasn't kids in there, we wouldn't have never been there. So
absolutely, that we said it over and over again. It's funny how that never made it into any of the news stories. They probably just ran out of space.
Exactly.
But we were saying it over and over and over again. I spoke to probably three or four journos. I don't even want to call them journalists. I don't even want to call them news people, because obviously I don't need to tell anybody about that. I mean, people trust used car salesmen and lawyers more than they do journalists these days. But I talked to probably 3 or 4 journos. I told every single one of them, we would not have been in Stanford if they hadn't invited kids. Not only did they invite kids, they made tickets free for the kids.
Yep.
They made it a Disney theme for the kids. Did you see some of those pictures? They had BDSM people in there. They had people in leather and chains in there. They had at least one person who was doing puppy play. Look up puppy play. Not when your kids are around, though. They had somebody dressed up in puppy play. I mean, it was disgusting inside of there. That's why they didn't let us film inside there. That's why they didn't want us to have any access. But yeah, it's crazy. That's what Sanford was all about. It was all about the kids, and they tried to make it about everything else. That crazy woman that was, I mean, it's funny. Okay, so her name was Lindsay Knapp, the person that I guess organized the thing. She says that she fancies herself a lawyer, but she owns a yoga studio. So I don't know, maybe the lawyer in business in Sanford isn't that hot. But I never heard of this woman in my life. Never heard of her in my life. She just comes and starts sauntering out past us with this fan in her hand. She was like smacking the fan, like making it pop or whatever. And she thought that was really cute. and we had never seen her before. We didn't know who she was. The guys were calling her Granny Panties all day. So I'm really glad that she made a scene afterwards and went crying to all these different like news organizations. Like she got on the Young Turks. Good for you, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I wish you the best. But now we have a face to the name, so we don't have to call her Granny Panties anymore. She was trying to say that she called the cops on us. Like, she didn't call the cops. The cops were there when we got there because we pulled a permit to be there.
Yep.
She said that she felt like in fear of her life or endangered or whatever. I mean, you saw her. You got film of the entire thing. She walked, not just walked around, she walked into the middle of us several times. And there was at one point, she was like sauntering around and just kind of like, I think she was hoping that, I don't know what she thought was going to happen. She's like 5'2". What were we going to do?
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
beat up a woman? Like, she comes and she's standing in the middle of a bunch of us. And I just leaned in and I said, listen, do you think, I said, let me remember how I worded it. I said, if we were what you say and think that we are, do you really think that you'd be able to stand here in the middle of us right now? She didn't have anything to say. She actually turned around and walked away. So these people don't know their own life. And Anthony Kreider, absolute loser. Like, the guy is I think he's an astrophysics professor at Elon University. Comes in, every time we show up somewhere, he's got this big, huge, long telephoto lens. He tries to. He's not very good at it, though. I mean, he takes really good pictures, though. He gets us, like, we don't have to take professional shots, because most of us, like, the shots that we've got of ourselves at events came from Anthony Kreider. So thanks, man. Thanks for the photo ops. But he's just, I mean, he follows us around. Like, you're going to follow around a bunch of guys like beer drinkers, like they talk the violent Proud Boys. Name one time we've been violent that we were not beset upon first. We don't, and this is the thing, and nobody can deny this, we don't start fights, we finish them.
Yep.
And that's what we're about. Nobody tried to start a fight with us in Sanford that weekend. And so don't start nothing, won't be nothing. By the way, everybody was giving us a hard time about the body armor we were wearing too. Like, oh, so menacing. Yeah, well, the reason I made that call that morning for us to go in body armor, and that was because there were credible threats of violence against us. There were people on Facebook and in the comment sections, which we monitor extensively. And they were saying, there was at least one or two that were saying, I'll be carrying my gun open carry, and the Proud Boys can FAFO. So anytime we have a credible threat of violence like that, we're going to protect ourselves, because we're going home. We're going home at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So, and by the way, someone got a knife pulled on him that day. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple Antifa boys kind of hanging out in the crowd. Couple, like,
the homeless looking guy with the long beard.
Yeah, homeless, just soy laden, low T. It was, we had been watching him all day. Him and his buddy, both of them. Everybody was like, dude, those guys are sketchy. Those guys are sketchy. Get out and yeah, so we were already watching them, and apparently they went around back of the building at one point and got some people on the way to their car and pulled a knife on them.
Yep.
So yeah, there you go, body armor. That's why we went with it.
Good idea. All right, so this is lady that has this question. She's actually a part of the movement we're in. She says, why do some people hate Proud Boys so much, or say they've experienced have not been good? I know you guys get that all the time. Some people don't like you. A lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a perception thing.
So she's asking, why do
so there's
why do people not like us?
Yeah, there's in the group, I guess this guy used to like her. He's from Canada, and now he won't talk to her because
Well, there's a
he liked their
problem.
picture.
Shouldn't be dating anybody from Canada.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're all individuals, and we span the entire spectrum um of of beliefs. We've got Jeb Bush, everything from Jeb Bush Republicans to Ted Cruz conservatives to MAGA boys to, I mean, there's probably a few QAnoners in there too. I don't know,
Mhm.
but the thing is, we're all under the same banner. We're all aiming towards the same goal, and that is preserving Western values, the family, the venerating the housewife, um, free speech, Second Amendment, anti-racism, anti-racial guilt. These are all things, minimal government, maximal freedom. These are all things that we strive for and that we can all work together towards. So the finer points we can disagree on,
Mhm.
but we're headed toward the same goal.
Awesome. Thank you.
As far as like why people hate us, I think that the reason that we're so well hated or so hated is because you just don't see male groups anymore.
Mhm.
And so when you see unabashed, unashamed male groups who aren't military, well, even military is not all male anymore, but like any uh male groups that you see anymore, they're just not used to seeing that.
Yeah.
And I think that that's where it started. And then we're politically active as well. Well, we can't have that.
And the media also puts out a lot of bull crap and
Oh,
garbage and
absolutely,
stuff like
absolutely. We get blamed all the time for Charlottesville. I mean, I think that there was a lot of people at Charlottesville. You know what I mean?
that.
There was a lot of people there, and there was a few guys there. I think that there was a few Proud Boys there at one time that that they thought it was about the monument, you know. But there was a big group of people who were there to to spread legitimate hate and racism, and those are the people that got the press, and everybody else who was there got lumped in with those people because because they were standing, um, because they were all there about the monument. So it didn't matter why you were there. Once someone starts like throwing up Sig Heils and stuff like that, even if they're across the park and you never even saw them. I mean, I'm sure there's people there that never even saw the stupid tiki torches or the retards that were carrying them around. Um, but you get lumped in with those. And then they said, gotcha. Now we got the Proud Boys, because
Mhm.
there's like three guys who were in the club. And by the way, they all got disavowed for being there.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. So it really started with that. January 6th didn't help, obviously. There was a few guys that were club members who took part in that, and I mean, there's not much to say on that.
Mhm.
In my opinion, you're trespassing on government property. Okay, what's trespassing on government property?
Yeah,
That's what they
exactly.
should.
It's
It
public property.
sure as hell isn't a year in solitary confinement
Yeah.
with no due process or
Yeah.
or right to a quick trial. I mean, these are all, yeah, they were denied all of that. So it's certainly not that.
Yeah. Yeah, our group has a lot to do with the J6ers. Also, they go out to the gulag every day and they sit there and watch them flash their lights. It's pretty cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So we support them a lot too. I've met a couple of them that wear ankle bracelets and stuff like that. But it's just a sad thing all around.
It really is. I mean, it's a turning point for America. I think that we're in the middle of a turning point, uh, in America where we are, obviously, I don't think anybody would disagree with this. I don't know how you could, but this country is losing its status. It's
Yeah.
losing its status as the beacon of freedom and self-reliance. And a lot of it was, I think, January 6th, as well as, we're just being so weakened by the administration that's in here now. But I am white pilled. I am hopeful about our future.
Yeah.
The reason that one of the main reasons that I'm in this right now is I believe was it Thomas Paine said, I do not wish to fight, but if a fight is to be had, I pray that it's in my time so that my children can live free.
Yep. I agree 100% with that.
So here I am.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. Kathy Richardson says, my 8-year-old daughter or granddaughter and I were surrounded by Proud Boys at a rally in Dayton. Never felt safer. We got such respect.
They are Dayton boys. Those are some good boys up there, man.
Yeah.
Good boys up in Dayton.
All right. Let's see here. I did see they are using J6. They are using J6 to scare and stop us. They are. They're trying to put fear into us.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. People are saying it wasn't an insurrection. As we found out, a lot of people in the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys were informants.
Let me ask you, man. So it cracks me up, the whole idea of an insurrection. So, okay, this is what I tell people. So let me get this straight. All right. So a Second Amendment club puts together 1 million plus people, right, to meet in Washington, D.C. and take over the Capitol. Right, we're gonna take over the Capitol. We're going to whatever the conspiracy theories were, that we were gonna hang Mike Pence or whatever this garbage, disrupt the whatever, stop Congress, take them hostage, whatever. Okay, so we did that in the most powerful country in the history of the world without one gun.
Yeah, exactly.
No guns? Like, why? How do you have an insurrection without any guns? Especially, God knows we've got them. We're a 2A club, and most of the people there, patriots. That they practice their Second Amendment rights. How could they? What makes you think they're going to go in there unarmed, like they're going to make something happen?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It is. I agree with you. All right, so Armada says, how can the Proud Boy help unite people like Trump asked last night so we can win 2024?
Well, I mean, that's a big ask. We're just we're just some blue collar boys around that like to get together and every once in a while pull on our pit vipers and step outside and wave flags and protest what we need to protest for the sake of the country. How can we unite people? We're trying to unite people, whenever we do this stuff. I think our number one goal for Sanford, I'll use Sanford as an example. Our number one goal for that protest in Sanford was to get it shut down, was to put enough social and political pressure on the Hugger Mugger Brewing to get the event shut down. That didn't happen because the people at Hugger Mugger are activists, and I think they're Satanists too. Pretty crazy stuff. There's all kind of satanic imagery at this freaking beer hall. Insane. But they're activists, and so even if nobody showed up, they would have still held that thing. So our second goal, our first goal was to get it shut down. That wasn't happening. Our second goal, motivation, was to like I said earlier, open up the blinds open up the curtains and let the sun shine in, let the people of Sanford see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely had a resounding success with that, thanks largely to you and to what's the guy's name? Stephen Horn. Thanks to Stephen Horn for he's quite the newsman, doing a fair and balanced report on that. And then of course the slanted stuff that was saying that we were there being violent, scaring people, being big meanie heads, from all the local stations and stuff, and then some national stuff, and then Young Turks and the 20 people that are viewing their podcasts. So the point of doing that was to get that exposure on Hugger Mugger, on this issue, and it worked. And I think that the people of Sanford are really going to push back now. Hopefully they follow up with some legislation. The police aren't going to want to deal with all of that anymore. They're not going to want to defend these degenerates, who are abusing their children. Hopefully this type of thing, and we're going to keep doing these things. As long as there's kids there, we're going to keep doing them. And hopefully we can influence the North Carolina legislature to start passing legislation to protect kids from these things. So how do we unite the people? Doing this, letting them know. And folks, I just, I would ask that when you hear people talk about the Proud Boys, when you hear people say things, refer to us as a white supremacist group or whatever, just correct them. Just correct them. Just like, just like, any other thing. You got it wrong about them. And that'll help us tremendously. Just support, show up at stuff. Get out there on the street when you hear about something. Show up for 10 minutes. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll be there the whole time.
Absolutely.
That was
Absolutely.
And then that lady in that red Jeep that pulled up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a few that I was like, guys, you might want to get off the street right now because these people are not going to slow down for you.
No.
I think that as far as winning in 2024, we've got some work to do. Fix Arizona. We gotta get our voting system squared away. We need to lean. And one thing that people are not taking into consideration, one thing that's kind of been on the back burner because of Arizona, because of the red wave in Florida, because of Pennsylvania, whatever. One thing that people are really overlooking is that North Carolina did quite well in their local elections. I believe North Carolina was only one General Assembly seat away from a supermajority in the state. And if we had the supermajority, we'd be able to basically we'd be able to pass stuff outside of it wouldn't be veto. You couldn't veto it. This joker we got in the governor's seat, this joker that we got keeping Mark Robinson's governor's seat warm for him.
Yeah. I know. I can't wait. I met him actually the next week after we was in Sanford we went somewhere else, but I did talk to him about the pedophile stuff, and he said he's going to look into it. And the guy in that big black truck, remember with the loud horns, he was there. So
oh yeah.
We both talked to him, and
good deal.
Good deal. Said the same thing. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So how do we win in 2024? We have the things in place. We gotta win locally, which we won big locally.
Yep.
One of the places that we operate a lot in is New Hanover County. People don't know about this, but New Hanover County flipped. I think they had 4 Board of Education seats, and they flipped all 4 Republican.
Awesome.
New Hanover County has been trying to establish itself as kind of like the Asheville of the coast.
Mhm.
And people are sick of it. They're taking it back. And that was very much evident with their local elections. So get involved locally, do your local elections, lean on these board of elections people, make some changes in your board of elections in your county. That's huge. That's going to be everything.
Yep. And I agree with that. If you guys have any questions, you can put them up now. I'm putting questions up, so this is kind of a Q&A at the same time.
Oh, I'm seeing down here at the bottom, is that like 5-star angel here?
Yeah,
How can you
that's the
trespass?
question.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, how can you trespass at people's house? It's
Yeah,
not
that's a good question.
or
And it's funny because like nobody, all you got to do is Google it. Nobody's talking about the time in the, I think it was in the 70s, maybe the 60s, that the Black Panthers came armed with shotguns and rifles, and they're awesome, very cool leather jackets and turtlenecks, black turtlenecks, and they took over the Capitol. They had pictures taken of them on the Capitol steps, like 5 or 6 of them just standing there with their rifles pointing up in the air. Nobody says anything about that. It's just a bunch of unarmed people who got into a mob mentality type of thing. I mean, it's one of those things that got out of hand, but they didn't hurt anybody. The only people that got hurt in that thing, the only people that got killed were protesters there. Ashley Babbitt was murdered by the sergeant of arms, which he'll never be punished for that. By the way, that guy, that sergeant at arms that murdered Ashley Babbitt, that guy he was a real piece of work. He had been written up multiple times before. One of the times he left his gun on the back of the toilet seat when he went to the bathroom in the United States Capitol, and like he left his gun there. That's a real high quality human being, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So yeah, but government overreach, 5-star, you're absolutely right.
Yep. Yeah, so I went to the January 6th rally I think it was about a month ago. But of course, YouTube took it down. I got banned for a week. It's up on Rumble if you want to ever go look at it. It was actually pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Of course, we had to deal with Antifa there too. We had about 15 or 20 of them there.
Yeah, no doubt. There was probably a lot of them wearing red, white, and blue too. Well, we know for a fact there was.
Yeah.
So,
Lieutenant Michael Beard is still walking around free. Yep. All right, here's that question again. Where'd it go? How do one join the Proud Boys if interested? I know you answered it already. We'll go over it again. That was earlier.
Yeah. So, find your local chapter. Try searching them out. A good app to get involved with is Telegram. We are located at our channel for the Cape Fear Proud Boys. We're located at t.me/ I believe it's Cape Fear Proud Boys.
Yep.
You can also email us at Cape Fear NC. Was it Cape Fear NC Reapers at protonmail.com. It's all on I don't have it in front of me. I was like not prepared. So my bad. Buffaloman's got it on his website. You can email us if you're interested. We'll point you in the right direction. We'll find the chapter that's closest to you and point you in the right direction.
Yep. Or you can visit www.buffaloman11.com and go to links. I got the Proud Boys, Cape Fear Proud Boys sign up there. You just click on it. It'll take you right to Telegram.
Oh, and I forgot, we do have a website that just recently went online, www.protonmail.com. proudboy.club.
Proudboy.club. All right.
Yeah.
My mods will put that up there for you guys too.
Yeah. Check that. And let me.
Yeah, you can check it real quick. You guys have any questions you want me to ask? Thanks for all the planning to survive this massacre of humanity. So they said the sergeant of arms, mysterious passed away. I guess he had a heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. Well, now I do.
I mean, yeah, those Capitol Police, they're like,
oh yeah,
they're dropping left and right. It's weird, very weird, very weird.
I call
What's
them
happening?
the UN police,
Yeah,
United
no
Nations
doubt.
police, since DC's not in the United States anyway.
Exactly.
Let's see. All right.
While he's doing that, I just want to take a minute to thank Pit Viper. They've become actually an official sponsor of ours recently. I think we were in talks, and I think that the Sanford Drag Show put us over the top with Pit Viper. And so go out, get yourself a pair of Pit Vipers. If you can't find them, they sell $15 Pit Vipers on Walmart.com. So they're a little on the expensive side, but man, it's worth it. They love the Proud Boys. They're so supportive of us, and we appreciate them. We thought that we wouldn't be able to find a better sponsor than Fred Perry, but we really have in Pit Viper. And I love that they're, one of the things that I've always had a problem with the Fred Perrys is that, it's a British-based company. But we still appreciate the support, and we appreciate the support from Pit Vipers. So proud of your boys.
Awesome. All right. Well, I guess that's for committing suicide. I guess that's all the questions. Well, I appreciate you coming on. You guys are welcome back anytime. I'll definitely see you here soon.
Thank you, Buffalo man. I appreciate you and all the work that you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. And then the guy with the long red beard.
Yeah.
Tell him he owes me a hat. So.
All right, man. All right, you got it, brother. You got it, brother.
All right, guys. We'll definitely have you on here again, and I'll be seeing you here soon.
Well, y'all take care. Uhuru, proud of your boy.
Yep. Thank you guys for everything.
Take care, man.
Yep. You too. Bye. All right, guys. That was great. That was awesome. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button for me. How do I marry a Proud Boy? You gotta have a real man. That's all it is a real man. Thank you. We'll definitely have them on again, guys. I just met them not too long ago. Became pretty good friends, and got a lot more work to do together. So be ready. Make sure you hit up that Give Send Go Buffaloman11. Like I said, we got a lot of things coming up. So thanks for hosting. You're welcome. I like to be different. Make men again. Yes, you are 100% Sunkiss. Yeah, so you guys just go to my website. I can actually show you in here real quick. Let's see. Let's go to share screen. All right, so Chrome tab. All right, so let's go to this one. So www. All right, so it looks different on mine, but I don't know why it does this. But just come over here to links and media. There's the email address for me. And then you just come right down here to where it says Cape Fear Proud Boys. Click on that, and it'll take you right to their Telegram. All right, we can go in there real quick. Yep, Telegram. All right, so this is their site right here. This is the kind of stuff that they have on here. It's a great site. And while you're at it, follow Buffaloman11 too. All right, so this is one of them that's coming up here very soon. All right, so this is a crazy one right here. This is up in Columbus, Ohio, and it's actually at a church/school. They're having this Holly drag story time. Saturday, December 3rd from 10 to 11:30. And like I said, it's at a church/school. So that tells you anything right there, guys. It should not belong there. All right, let's get off of here. Let's come back to you guys. All right. Thank you for the super sticker, Sunkiss. Thank you so much. What's going on, Stormtrooper? Thank you, sir. Love you all. Love you too. All right, guys. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button for me. We need more real men. Yes, we do, Dennis. We sure do. So any of you willing, able, you welcome, Freedom Nurse. Anybody willing, able, and able to walk, get out there, join your local Proud Boys. We still have our F-150. Yes, we do. Oh, that's you guys. Okay. Day Lily. All right. Gotcha. Nice to see you again. Yeah, I got my F-150 also. Good information. Thank you. Yep. Where did I see that? Hey, not far from me. Are we ready to go down for the calls? Hey, I'm gonna fight for my kids. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight for you guys. So I am 100% freedom based, and I will protect the kids at any cost. So. Yeah, you're right, Lady Buckeye. That's exactly where it's at. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Very informative yesterday. I just want to put it out there. I met these guys. They're very great guys. It's a very great culture when you're around them. They do a lot of crazy people like we do. Yeah, Lady Buckeye, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Hey, you may see me there too. So, Carol, get your extra room ready for us. Yep, I'm ready too. And the Proud Boys will be there. The Columbus Proud Boys, they will be there to protect us. Gary Wade. All right, go to my website, go to links, Gary, and click on the Cape Fear Proud Boys sign I have right there, and it'll take you right to the Telegram, or you can email them at capefearncreapers@protonmail.com. I'll actually put that email address up on my on my website tomorrow too. Yep, TP for Freedom. Mom's doing well. Thank you. Thank you guys for all you have done. I have an extra room of calls. All right. Well, I'll let you guys know when I need it. Not for sure I'm going yet, but we will definitely make our best effort. I know next weekend we're going to Richmond or Virginia Beach, Virginia, and then we're going out to Raleigh, North Carolina. So Friday and Saturday night, guys, I will be live streaming. So just come on in and see these pedophile groomers in action, and we will be there to shut them down. Gary Ray, thank you, brother. Oh yeah, we miss you guys too. We'll be around. We're still around. We're just doing this kind of important stuff right now, like this child stuff. It really gets to me, so that's why I'm putting a lot of time and effort into it. It's a very bad thing. We got to get it stopped now because the towns that we've been to have been small towns, and they're the ones trying to push it because guess what? These small towns don't have a lot of people, and it's not getting out there. So they're starting in these small towns. They got them in big towns too, but these small towns, it needs to go. Awesome, Faith. I'll let you guys know. It is horrible, and I'm 100% for the Proud Boys, 100% for what we are doing to stop these drag shows, these underage drag shows. Like we don't care about these regular drag shows. They can do all they want in their basements or in their back room. I don't care. But if you have a kid in there, me and the Proud Boys, we will be there to shut you down. Just to let you know. Thursday the 24th, J6ers 4 to 6, praying for our nation. Thanks for the info, Stormtrooper. If I can make it, I definitely will, brother. That's November 24th. Oh, we love and miss you too, Plumber B. Yes, sir. All right, Stormy. Storm, I'll try to make it out there for you, okay, buddy? I definitely will. January 28th, 2023, I will be in Washington, D.C. at the SEC headquarters in Washington, D.C. for a protest against our corrupt stock market. I have some stocks that I trade, and I got actually a bunch of stocks, and it's being treated just like everything else. It's corrupt. Everything they do is it you can see it. So I will be out there January 28th, 2023 to fight that also. Keep talking about that. All right, guys. If you guys are around the Washington area on November 24th, J6ers are having a Pray for the Nation from 4 to 6. If you can make it out there, please get out there. Awesome, Dennis. Yeah, that's what we try to do. We go out there. As long as we know there's kids in there, guess what? Those kids, we're shutting it down. Oh yeah, Gary, you're 100% correct. Like I said, hello. He's passing out next to me. I need to pass out too. All right, guys. I love you guys. We will. Let's see. What's today? Wednesday. We may come back on this weekend. I'm not for sure, but we'll definitely be on next Wednesday. Next Friday, we have an event in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Saturday next week, we have an event in Raleigh, North Carolina again. So just check out my website once in a while. I'll keep my schedule up there. We will shut down these pedophiles / groomers and make the world a better place, and one step at a time. Go check out my Gifts and Go at Buffaloman11, guys. I do need funds to do all this awesome stuff, so go check it out. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button before you leave. I'm pumping him with fluids and vitamins hopefully soon. Yep, love you guys. I gotta work tomorrow, so I will see you. We will see you soon. Check out my website. Everything that needs to be there is there. We need people needs you all here in West Virginia. Wake up, and the people don't know. Hey, if I can find events up there in West Virginia, I'll definitely go up there. I've been up there plenty of times. Yep. See ya, Storm. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Can't wait to see you again. Yep. Night, everyone. Hit that like button on your way out. Love you guys. See you next time. God bless you.